You've stayed after class again, Lily.
Yes, sir. I've wanted to talk to you.
About what?
About English. I've been trying so hard, but I feel like I haven't improved enough.
I've noticed your effort, Lily. You've worked harder than before.
Maybe, but I've been getting low grades for months. I've studied, listened, repeated, and still, I've failed.
You haven't failed. You've learned from every mistake. You've built habits. That's progress.
It doesn't feel like progress. I've watched others speak fluently while I've struggled with simple words.
You've compared yourself too much. You've grown, Lily. I've seen it.
Have I really? Because I've been stuck in the same place for so long.
You haven't been stuck. You've been changing quietly.
I've changed? How?
You've started staying after class. You've asked more questions. You've faced your fear of speaking.
Maybe. I've tried to push myself, but sometimes I still freeze when I speak.
Everyone does it first. I've seen confident students forget everything in front of a crowd.
Have you ever felt that way?
Of course. I've made mistakes in front of whole classrooms. I've mispronounced words. I've lost my train of thought.
Really? You've been teaching for years.
I have. And I've failed many times. But I've also learned from those failures.
I've always thought teachers never fail.
We've failed more than anyone. That's why we've learned so much.
I guess I've been too afraid to fail.
And yet, you've stayed here. That means you've already overcome half the fear.
I've stayed because I don't want to give up again. I've done that before, and I've regretted it every time.
You've learned something important then. Quitting doesn't make things easier.
It doesn't. I've realized it only makes me feel smaller.
And now you've started to believe that you can improve.
I've tried, but it's hard. I've been studying every day, but sometimes I can't remember what I've learned.
That's normal. You've been building memory slowly. You've been training your mind to think in English.
I've noticed that actually. I've started understanding songs and short videos without subtitles.
That's amazing, Lily. You've made more progress than you realize.
Still, I've struggled with grammar. It's always been my weakness.
You've improved there too. You've used the present perfect perfectly just now.
I have?
You have. You've said, I've struggled. That's the right form.
I've been practicing it since last week. I've watched videos, I've written examples, I've tried to use it in my diary.
See? You've already built a habit. That's real learning.
I've been afraid to speak because I thought I'd sound silly.
You've sounded brave instead. Every time you try, you've grown stronger.
Maybe I've been too focused on perfection.
You've expected too much too soon. You've forgotten that learning takes time.
I've always wanted to be fluent fast.
And now you've learned that patience is part of fluency.
I've never thought about that before.
You've started to now. That's progress.
I've realized that English isn't just a subject. It's a skill, a journey.
Exactly. And you've already taken the hardest steps.
You've really helped me, sir. I felt more confident since I started talking to you.
I've only guided you. You've done the work yourself.
I've written so many notes, but sometimes I've lost motivation.
And yet, you've come back. You've restarted again and again. That's what matters.
I've cried over this language more times than I can count.
Then you've cared deeply. That's why you'll succeed.
I've promised myself I won't give up this time.
You've already proven that promise by staying.
Do you think I've truly changed?
I don't think. I know. You've changed, Lily. You've built courage, consistency, and belief.
I've never believed in myself before.
You've started now? That's enough to transform everything.
I've wanted to thank you. You've supported me even when I've failed.
I've done it because I've seen your potential. You've reminded me why I love teaching.
I've always thought learning English was punishment, but now I've enjoyed it.
You've turned fear into curiosity. That's the moment real learning begins.
I've realized something important tonight.
What's that?
I've changed. I've stopped running away from what scares me.
Then you've already succeeded. Change is the real victory.
I felt that too. I've been lighter somehow, more hopeful.
You've earned that feeling. You've worked for it.
I've dreamed of the day I could say, I love English.
You've just said it. And you meant it.
I guess I have.
You've come a long way, Lily. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. I've needed to hear that.
And you've deserved to hear it.
I've changed, haven't I?
You have, Lily. You truly have. So, Lily, are you ready for your presentation tomorrow?
I've been thinking about it all day, sir. I've written everything, but I've been too nervous to practice aloud.
You've prepared the content. That's good. But you've got to use your voice, too.
I've tried, but every time I start speaking, I've lost confidence halfway.
You've practiced alone?
I've practiced in front of the mirror. I've even recorded myself once, but I've hated how I sounded.
Everyone hates their own voice at first. I've hated mine, too.
Really? You've hated your voice?
I have. But I've learned to accept it. It's not about how it sounds. It's about what it says.
I've never thought about it that way. I've always focused on pronunciation and mistakes.
You've focused on the surface. You've forgotten that communication is about connection.
I've been too worried about being perfect again, haven't I?
You've been too harsh on yourself, Lily.
I've imagined tomorrow 100 times. I've pictured myself freezing in front of everyone.
And you've also imagined finishing your speech successfully, haven't you?
I've tried to, but it's hard. I've failed before, remember?
I've remembered, yes. But you've grown since then. You've learned from that failure.
I've practiced my introduction 20 times. I've written notes on my hand. I've even memorized every line.
Then you've done your part. You've prepared more than enough.
Still, I've been scared that my classmates will laugh if I mispronounce something.
They won't. And even if they do, you've already proven that you're braver than them.
I've been called shy since I was a kid. I've never spoken loudly in class.
But you've changed that. You've started raising your hand more often.
Yes, I've asked questions lately. I've even answered once last week.
See? You've already stood in the spotlight. Just for a few seconds, but you have.
I felt proud that day. I've gone home smiling.
You've remembered that moment because it meant something. You've broken a wall inside you.
I've been building courage, little by little.
Exactly. You've built it through repetition and persistence.
I've written my speech about how I've changed. It felt strange at first, but now I've liked the topic.
That's beautiful. You've turned your learning into a story.
I've told the story of how I've started loving English.
Perfect. You've made it personal. That's what makes people listen.
I've wanted to sound honest, not perfect.
You've already achieved that. Honesty is more powerful than perfection.
I've practiced the ending part too. I've written, I've changed because I've stopped being afraid.
That's powerful, Lily. You've summarized everything you've lived through.
I've cried while writing it.
Then you've written from your heart. That's what great speeches are made of.
I've been nervous, even now talking about it.
Nerves mean you've cared. You've invested your emotions in it.
I've imagined myself speaking clearly, smiling, confident, but I've also imagined forgetting everything.
You've visualized both outcomes. Now choose the one you want to live.
I've chosen to do my best.
That's all you've ever needed to do.
I've prepared some cue cards, but I've been worried I'll depend on them too much.
You've prepared them wisely. Just hold them, but don't let them hold you.
I've liked that line. I've written it down in my notes.
You've started to collect quotes now, haven't you?
I've been doing that lately. I've written all the things you've told me in a notebook.
Really? You've made a record of our talks?
I have. I've named it Steps of Change.
That's wonderful. You've built a diary of your progress.
I've wanted to read it to you one day.
You've just found the perfect chance. Tomorrow's speech.
You've given me an idea. Maybe I'll end my speech with a line from our first talk.
Which one?
The one you said, perfection isn't the goal, progress is.
You've remembered that.
I've never forgotten it. It's been my motivation.
You've come a long way, Lily.
I felt it. I've been different lately. Calmer, more focused.
You've earned that peace through hard work.
I've spent nights studying, rewriting sentences, repeating words out loud.
You've built a discipline that will help you in everything, not just English.
I've noticed that too. I've become more patient with myself.
That's the biggest change of all. You've learned to forgive yourself.
I've failed many times before, but now I've started to see failure differently.
Because you've realized it's part of success.
I've stopped running from it.
And you've started facing it. That's maturity.
I've never thought I'd feel ready to speak in front of others, but I've started to believe I can.
You've earned that belief.
I've thought a lot today about what I'll say. I've decided not to memorize everything. I've wanted it to sound real.
That's perfect. You've trusted yourself enough to speak naturally.
I've learned that confidence comes from preparation, not from luck.
You've learned the truth of every great speaker.
I've realized something else too.
What is it?
I've always waited to be good enough before trying, but now I've understood that I become good by trying.
You've discovered the secret of growth, Lily.
Thank you, sir. I've never had a teacher believe in me this much.
I've only reflected what you've shown me. You've inspired me too.
I've inspired you?
You have. You've reminded me why I started teaching.
That means so much. I've been afraid of disappointing you.
You've never disappointed me. You've amazed me.
I've hoped I'll make you proud tomorrow.
You already have.
I've changed, haven't I?
You have, Lily. Completely. Good morning, Lily. Big day today, isn't it?
It is, sir. I've barely slept last night.
You've been too nervous to sleep.
Yes, I've replayed my speech in my head 100 times. I've imagined every word, every mistake.
And you've forgotten to imagine success, haven't you?
I've tried, but the fear has been louder.
You've worked hard for this moment. You've earned the right to stand there confidently.
I've tried to remind myself that. I've said it over and over. I've practiced, I've prepared.
That's good. You've affirmed your growth.
I've wanted to impress you, sir.
You already have. You've come so far since the first day.
I've remembered that day. I've been terrified just to say my name in English.
And now you've written a whole speech.
I've written it, yes, but speaking it is another story.
You've spoken beautifully during practice. You've proven that you can do it.
I've done it only with you, not in front of everyone.
You've spoken from your heart every time. That's all that matters.
I've been shaking since morning. My hands have been cold.
You've felt nervous because you've cared deeply. That's a good sign.
I've seen confident students. I've wondered how they've done it.
They've been nervous too. They've just hidden it better.
I've always thought courage meant not feeling afraid.
No, Lily. Courage means you've felt fear, but you've spoken anyway.
I've never looked at it that way.
You've looked at fear as an enemy. Now see it as proof that you're doing something meaningful.
I've felt that meaning lately. I've wanted this to matter.
It already does. You've become a symbol of persistence to your classmates.
I've never thought they've noticed me.
They have. You've inspired others just by trying.
I've overheard some of them saying, "She's been really improving."
You've earned their respect, Lily. You've shown them growth.
I've waited for so long to hear words like that.
And you finally heard them because you've earned them.
I've carried my note cards everywhere this week. I've practiced while walking, eating, even brushing my teeth.
You've lived your speech. That's why you'll remember it even without the cards.
I've memorized most of it, but I've worried I'll forget in the middle.
If you forget, you've got your story. You can speak from memory, from your heart.
I've never trusted myself that much before.
You've earned that trust through every effort you've made.
I've thought of quitting yesterday.
Really? What's changed your mind?
I've read my diary, the page where I've written, I've promised not to give up again.
You've kept that promise beautifully.
I've looked at myself in the mirror this morning and said, I've changed.
And you've meant it, haven't you?
I have. I've felt different. I've realized I'm not the same girl I was a year ago.
You've grown. Not just in English, but in confidence, in patience, in self-belief.
I've been grateful for that.
Gratitude shows wisdom. You've matured, Lily.
I've tried to, sir.
You've succeeded.
I've imagined you watching me today.
I've been planning to sit in the front row and smile.
You've always done that. It helps more than you think.
I've learned that a teacher's smile can calm a storm.
I've needed that storm to calm, believe me.
You've handled storms before. You've survived all your doubts.
I've faced so many doubts, but I've stayed.
You've stayed, and that's why you've won.
I've looked around this classroom so many times. I've spent hours here after school.
You've filled these walls, Lily. They've witnessed your change.
I've sometimes felt invisible, but today I've wanted to be seen.
You've earned the spotlight. You've earned this day.
I've been scared that my voice will shake.
Let it. You've earned the right to shake and still speak.
I've practiced smiling even when I've made mistakes.
You've learned the art of composure.
I've realized something about learning. It's not about knowing everything. It's about not stopping.
You've just said the truth that many adults haven't learned yet.
I've felt small before, but not anymore.
You've outgrown your fear.
I've loved English for the first time this year.
You've turned fear into passion. That's transformation.
I've been waiting for this moment.
You've arrived at it now.
I've wanted to tell you, whatever happens, thank you.
You've thanked me too early, Lily. The best part hasn't come yet.
You mean the speech?
I do. You've billed yourself for this. Go and show them who you've become.
I've been afraid for years, but now I've chosen to speak.
That's all you've ever needed to choose.
I've changed, Mr. Adams. I've really changed.
I know, Lily. I've seen it every step of the way. Now, go show the world. There you are, Lily. I've been looking for you.
I've been outside for a few minutes, trying to breathe.
You've done it. You've finished your presentation.
I have. I've actually done it. I've stood there and spoken in English in front of everyone.
You've achieved what you once thought was impossible.
I've imagined this moment so many times, but I've never believed it would feel this real.
You've earned every second of it, Lily.
My voice has shaken, my hands have trembled, but I've kept going.
You've faced your fear and won. That's what courage looks like.
I've looked at my classmates, and they've been smiling. I've seen pride in their faces.
You've inspired them. You've shown what persistence can do.
I've heard them clapping when I finished. I've never been clapped for before.
You've deserved that applause. You've worked for it.
I've thought I would cry, but I've smiled instead.
You've replaced fear with joy. That's transformation.
I've been scared for months, but in that moment, I felt calm, like something inside me has changed forever.
You've grown into someone who trusts herself.
I've never trusted myself before.
You've learned to now. That's the best lesson of all.
I've wanted to tell you everything I felt while standing there.
I've wanted to hear it. Tell me.
I felt like time stopped. I've heard my own voice clearly. I've realized I can do more than I've ever believed.
You've discovered your power, Lily.
I've wanted to run away at first, but I've stayed. I've taken a breath and continued.
That's resilience. You've shown what it truly means to change.
I've remembered your words. Perfection isn't the goal. Progress is.
And you've proven them right.
I've realized that I've always been learning, even when I've failed.
Exactly. You've learned through every mistake.
I've learned more about myself than about grammar.
You've learned confidence, patience, and persistence. Those are greater than grammar.
I felt proud of myself for the first time.
You've earned that pride. Don't let anyone take it away.
I've been thinking. I've changed not only in English, but as a person.
You've matured, Lily. You've become someone who believes, who endures, who shines.
I've been afraid of this journey at first. I've hated it even. But now, I've loved every part of it.
That's the beauty of growth. You've turned pain into purpose.
I've found meaning in the effort. I've realized that learning isn't about being perfect. It's about becoming better.
You've said it beautifully.
I felt like I've crossed a bridge today, from fear to freedom.
You've crossed it with courage.
I've seen your face during my speech. You've been smiling the whole time.
I have. I've never been prouder.
I've wanted to thank you right there, but I've saved it for now.
You've thanked me already by growing.
I've learned because you've believed in me.
I've believed in you because you've never stopped trying.
I've realized something, sir. You've changed me, but I've changed myself too.
You've done both. That's what true education is. Shared change.
I've written something for you.
You've written something? What is it?
It's a note. I've written it last night in case I couldn't speak today.
You've prepared for everything, haven't you?
I have, and I've written this line at the end. I've changed, not because English is easy, but because I've learned to keep trying.
That's beautiful, Lily. You've captured everything we've worked for.
I've wanted to remember this day forever.
You've created a memory that will never fade.
I've told my parents already. I've sent them a message. They've been so proud.
You've given them a reason to celebrate.
I've never seen them so happy about school before.
You've shared your victory with them. That's real joy.
I've also realized something else.
What's that?
I've changed, but the change hasn't ended. I've just started.
That's exactly right. You've begun a lifelong journey.
I've promised myself I'll keep learning, not just English, but everything I feared before.
You've made the best promise anyone can make.
I've been thinking, someday I'll become an English teacher too.
You've already started thinking like one.
I've had the best teacher to learn from.
You've made my job worth every second, Lily.
I've wanted to make you proud.
You have, more than you know.
I've changed, haven't I?
Completely. You've become who you were meant to be.
I've never felt this alive, this confident, this free.
You've earned all of it.
Thank you, sir. I've learned that learning English was never just about words. It was about finding myself.
You've found her, and she's extraordinary.
I've changed.
And the world's better because you have.